You ever studied for something in your life? You ever just chilled out, relaxed? Maybe you had some music going on while this was happening. Well, there's a channel you might not know called Lofi Girl. It's a little bit of a small indie channel, not very popular, but a lot of people use it for studying, for just chilling out. I personally love lo-fi a bunch, and so I'm a bit of a writer. I dabble. I've written a couple of novels on Amazon, Prism Sci-Fi series. You go check it out. Got a third one coming on the way this month, but I'm not going to talk about this. That's not what we're here for today. Today, we are here. We're here for the Lofi Girl writing contest. What are the rules? Well, you have to write a short story, 500 to 1,000 words, in the theme of how Lofi Girl meets Lofi Boy, and I have less than 24 hours to write this. So, let's get started. I think the first thing that we're going to tackle is that here's the big thing. On the 30th of January, we'll hand over your decision to you on our Discord server and let you vote for your favorite stories. Winners will be announced on the 2nd of February. Now, because this is being voted by the audience of Lofi Girl, I think the first thing we want to tackle is just like, what is Lofi Girl's audience? A couple of things out of the way. One, they probably most likely like anime. I know they get out to a wider genre audience than that, but the people who are in the Discord server of this channel probably going to be anime people. I mean, like, let's look at the comments, right? Let's look at the comments of the post, even, where they're talking about, like, so fanfic artists. I have a feeling the best story will be animated. At least I hope it's going to end up like that. Wattpad, Lo-Fi fanfic, Netflix Funimation, Lo-Fi Girl anime. So we got a lot of anime tropes. We even got a your name reference in the picture. So originality is very important. Yes. Writing was in my heart, of course. Yes, I'm do something original. But at the same time, if we're trying to go for the win here, and I want to go for the win just simply because, like, all my friends, when my friends listen to lo-fi music, I want to think about me. How the lore behind the music they're listening to, all me, baby. I don't know if we're actually going to win it, but I just want to give it a shot for fun. So we're going to have to do some lore studying up on Lofi Girl, because I actually don't know Lofi Girl's lore very much. But Lofi Girl events, we're going to have to press play all here. We're going to have to go through and just see what's up. We got to look at the city. What are we dealing with here? Okay? So we're doing a lot of studying. We can tell that they're in, I'm assuming they're in college. They're living, I think, by themselves in college, particularly because what I already know from Lofi Girl's backstory. Where it's just kind of like, you know, she's crying. Hold on, where's like the full, is it this one? In a city, just chill on the bench. A lot of focus on her parents and crying, probably because her parents aren't here. And as you can see, another your name reference. So another your name reference right here, right? So we got her tearing up because snowflakes are a big thing for her. And she's kind of walking past Boulangerie Lo-Fi Cafe, so we're kind of like in a French environment-ish. Like, it has stairs, so we're getting some of more your name references here. They bump into each other, and she looks up at the sky and it's sparkling. So we want to do something here. We want to do something here that's going to be fate-related, that, like, these two are tied together via the string of fate, kind of like how your name was, and I think it's a good place to start. I think we're going to want to address the fact that they're both very studious, and probably, I'm just going to say that they're in college. I'm going to say that they're in college. I'm garnering from this backstory video. They're going to be in colegio. And so my writing strategy is going to be tackling it from that perspective. I'm going to go on a stroll, actually, just get the creative juices flowing. It always helps me out when I walk. And so we have, but the thing is, though, 500 to 1,000 words. 500 to 1,000 words. It's a very short story. And I think how I'm going to go for it is I'm going to go third person, deep perspective, maybe even first person. I don't know. We'll see. I think that they might meet. I feel like they might meet. I think I'm going to kind of go with this scenario here, right? Let me tell you more of my thinking here. So we see her bump into him. Like, we see her bump into him right here. Boom. He's like, what the fuck? Deer bump into him there. Like, let's look at the events. So Lofi Girl passed her exams. Like, I gotta look at all of these. But the Synthwave launch, his POV. What do we got going? We got 2 characters here, right? And they're living across the river from each other, I believe. I believe that is her room right there. And if we look at Lofi Girl's POV, I think that's his room right there. Boom. I think I'm going to take it from Lofi Boy's perspective. Simply because I am, for one, a male. So that will help me if I'm especially going with the first person perspective. I think the thing I'm going to go for here is like, this guy has like seen, like Lofi Boy has seen Lofi Girl around campus from time to time. Boom, he bumps into her, sees her crying. After he's seen her crying now it's kind of gotten in his head of like, now he's like, that left an impact on him. And it's going to be kind of like this longing, like, don't know whether like the right chance to go talk to her and something. And then fate is going to bring them together somehow. That's what I got cooking in the oven. Gonna go for a stroll, get stuff flowing. I'll get back to you guys with my pitch. Let's hold. Okay, I'm back. I think I got it. So I'm just gonna go over a couple of things that I wrote down. Okay, so I think it's gonna be Lofi Boy's perspective in first person. Assuming they're both in college. I kind of scrapped the idea of having this like Makoto-esque Ghibli mysticism in it, but I want to keep the fate thing in there. They're basically, it's gonna be like he's seen her a couple of times, but then kind of like saw her, like bumped into her that one time during the backstory video, and that's kind of where things began. I was gonna kind of leave it on a cliffhanger, with kind of like this inciting incident to a slice of life romance anime. It would be kind of like in the spring semester, and like the beginning of the spring semester, and like basically, yeah, and it's gonna be him, like she leaves her scarf or something in the classroom, and it's gonna be him like bringing it to her and chasing her, and that's kind of where gonna be a lot of the action and comedy comes from, is him just trying to catch up to her. So yeah, it should be fun, should be cute. It's only 502,000 words, so gotta keep it short and simple. I have it's basically 6 p.m. PST. I don't know when these guys are saying that it's Jover. I don't know if they're East Coast or West Coast or whatever. They just said January 30th. So I'm going to assume I'm going to play it safe. Try to get it done before 9 p.m. That gives me 3 hours to cook up something. So it's a first draft. I got 3 hours. That's probably enough time no matter what time frame I have. It's enough time for like first draft, second draft, and then grammar editing them. But gotta ship it. Gotta ship it. So, yeah, just like me to have 2 weeks to do this competition, and I leave it to literally the last minute. So, we're going to get started. Okay, I just finished writing it, just submitted, and I think I did okay. I think that, I mean, this was just a fun thing for me to get back into writing again, and I'd never done, first off, I've never done first person, I don't think. Yeah, I've never done first person. So, this was fun to do first person for a while. I took it from, like, Lofi Boy's perspective. Just a fun little thing. I don't know if it's good enough to win competition versus a bunch of Wattpad users, but only time will tell. So we'll know the results February 2nd. In the meantime, by the time this video comes out, you'll be able to see what I submitted, posted on my website, and the link to my website you can find in the description of this video. I hope if you read what I wrote that you enjoy it. Otherwise, I guess we'll have to wait until February 2nd to see the results. Okay, so it's now February 5th, and I was able to check the Lofi Girl Discord server, and it turns out that my submission didn't even make it to top 12. But that's okay, just because like I wanted to just use it as a way to kind of get back into the writing flow in this new year, 2024, and that it was still a fun little short story thing to do. I think I got it to around 999 words, literally. But yeah, if you wanted to actually read the submission for yourself, you can go to my website right here. And just go to shorts, but like the direct link will be in the description of this video. You can go ahead, if you feel like it, go ahead and read my submission. I think it's decently okay. Clearly there are a lot of talented writers out there, and congratulations to the winners, and that I'm rooting for the 12 people who got into the final 12 to get to the top 3. But yeah, if you wanted to go check out what the submission actually is right there on my website. Yeah, that's all I got.